Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX on YouTube. My name is Pankaj. With me is my colleague and managing editor of NewsX, Rishabh Gulati. Rishabh, many are saying that this is the blast from the past that is catching up with P. Chidambaram. The parallel that is drawn between what he did to Amit Shah is now coming back to bite him.
Yeah, the parallel is very acute. You can call it karma, you can call it the wheel of justice, you can call it anything. But let's look at the parallels, right? So you have Amit Shah as Home Minister right now.
Right.
Just a few years ago, it was P. Chidambaram who was Home Minister of the country under UPA. What happened during the entire case and what all he did when as Home Minister, the prosecution of the CBI and the investigation of the CBI was trying to nail Amit Shah in the Sohrabuddin case. So 2005, there's a guy called Sohrabuddin, multiple time offender, his wife Kausar B, they are captured by the Gujarat police in a bus. Subsequently, they die in an encounter. Now, at that point of time, the Gujarat police claimed that these were there were some Lashkar linked to them. There might have been a potential assassination attempt of the sitting chief minister then Narendra Modi.
Right.
And there was already dozens of cases against this fellow. Now, what happened was that under the Home Ministry, which is of course where the CBI logically reports to, although it's supposed to be an independent body, and as assuming it's an independent body, for now, for matter of argument, what do? They file charges against Amit Shah.
Right.
First,
For
they
carrying
arrest
out
the
the
three
crime.
cops, DG Vanzara, Pandian, and Dinesh. These three cops were arrested. Then they file charges against Amit Shah on the basis of some telephonic records that he might have spoken with these police officers and therefore either have been implicit or complicitly involved in the alleged fake encounter itself. Which is to say that either he instructed it or was aware of it. So then the entire saga plays out because on the 23rd of July 2010, Amit Shah had moved for anticipatory bail,
Right.
which had been denied. When Amit Shah's anticipatory bail was denied, a CBI team went to his office, pasted a notice on his door asking him to appear before 2 o'clock to the CBI office in Gujarat. Okay? Amit Shah at that point of time for those 24 hours or about 48 hours was untraceable as far as the CBI was concerned. Okay?
Deja vu moment.
He made the same argument in the sense that you have to give me some time to respond to the particular notice.
Notice that is given.
Then Amit Shah on the 25th of July shows up at a press conference where he says, and I'm quoting this, it's exactly what he said in 2014. He says the charge sheet has already been made at the behest of the Congress. It is fabricated and had nothing to do with my summons. I am not afraid of anything or anyone. I will fight the legal battle and expose those who have tried to wrong us in court. If they arrest me, then all legal options are open to me. This is Amit Shah at a press
that
conference.
particular
Okay? But the only difference is that Amit Shah from the press conference went to the CBI office and then surrendered
Alright.
himself.
Alright.
Then what happens? He is sent to 13-day judicial remand.
Okay.
By the time he gets, so this is 25th of July, by the time he gets regular bail, it is in October, so almost 3 months later, that Amit Shah actually gets, October 2010, he gets a regular bail, and the case is then, he's acquitted in the case in December of 2014. So the case winded up at that point of time. But you see the parallel of events that are drawn, they're almost exactly the same. Yes, procedurally the same. Now here's where the problem comes.
Right.
So if the Congress party and the legal team of P. Chidambaram are saying that this is CBI fixing, either they are accepting
That they did
that
the
the
same
CBI
thing.
it was always a caged parrot, the reports to the government and the government influences all cases, which means to accept that P. Chidambaram as Home Minister was trying to fix Amit Shah. If he's accusing Amit Shah of fixing him,
the modus operandi.
then they have to accept that this was a motivated political attempt to actually fix Amit Shah, because what between 2010 and 2012, not only did Amit Shah spend 3 months in custody, 13 days of initial judicial custody, for 2 years between 2010 and 2012 he was disbarred from entering Gujarat, which was his home state.
Externed from there, yeah.
His home state, his hometown, where he lived there
Yes.
and where he practices politics. He was
Yes,
not a politician from
contests
UP.
from, yeah.
Now we see Amit Shah in a different light where he's campaigning and rallying all over the country, right? But at that point of time, he was a politician out of UP. So in the interim period before, of course, he was he surrendered himself to the CBI or showed up and responded to the summons. Subsequently, they arrested him. Amit Shah in the interim 24-48 hour period had also resigned or sent his resignation to the then Chief Minister Narendra Modi. So the logic is that you're seeing the wheel turn. There are so many parallels that are being drawn. So if today that you are to argue that this is a government conspiracy, the BJP is manufacturing this, that this is being done by Amit Shah as Home Minister, then either you accept that you did the same manipulation of a caged parrot during this
CBI.
entire cycle, which means that a separate investigation should happen about interference in the course of justice.
Right.
And Amit Shah can seek justice as a victim of having to gone through it.
Right.
Otherwise, you have to say that look, the procedure in this country runs its course. That everything, if it doesn't go according to you, is not fixed. If the elections don't go according to you, the EVM is fixed. If the CBI is investigating you, the CBI is fixed.
Okay,
If the judges are not giving you an immediate hearing within a few hours, or if a High Court judge makes a pronouncement, it's fixed because he was about to retire, so he's doing some settlement.
Kapil Sibal,
You're
yeah.
raising questions today about the judges not giving you that time of appeal in the Supreme Court. So, if everything goes against you, is it fixed or is it simply the process? In the end, as this plays out, if a P. Chidambaram is facing trial, the CBI will have to do the investigation, come up with conclusive proof,
Procedurally, yes.
and they'll have to convince a court and a judge that there is sufficient evidence
Yeah.
to convict someone. That
Absolutely.
conviction hasn't happened, the trial even hasn't even begun. This
Yes,
is
it
investigation
hasn't.
stage only.
Absolutely.
So then you say, okay, trial court was also fixed, but then you have appeal. Now if you lose there also, you say High Court was also fixed. So that you have to accept that if a process was followed, that between 2010 and 2014, it took Amit Shah 4 long years to clear his name, under which he went through immense duress.
100%.
When he
yeah.
spent time in custody, he was barred from his own state.
Yes, yes.
Then you have to accept that the same process applies to you also. Just because you have a larger setting as legal luminaries and a long standing, in the eyes of the law, that should not really mean some. The process applies to everyone, and everyone it should apply to, both in theory and concept. But the parallels are, if you just look back a very short period of time, only 9 years ago,
Right.
Pankaj.
Absolutely. And
Really ironic parallels over there. Yes.
well, then what goes around comes around, or is it just the law taking its own course? We will bring you more details on it as the day progresses and as things unfold in this particular matter. Thanks for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.